It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Brady to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They try again with Lewis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Off the toss, Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Easy.
Brady able to get away. Fights him off. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Be nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now Breeze. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Second down, Ingram, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ingram again, a first down carry, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Again, it's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again, it's Lewis. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Part, I think, from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Brady. And right side, caught Hogan. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. From midfield, here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Nifty move. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Sammy.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And Gibbs got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing in the half. You know,
touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 32 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Now Lewis, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Hey, check it. Wait, 20.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Cooks. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a toss play to Lewis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
Lewis will get the handoff. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back. But
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Under. Four there. Alert. Ready. We're waiting. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Lewis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy.